Look, I love From Software. I think they're an important and singular developer, but part of what I love about their games
Seeing a
is
trend
their
on
extreme
social
difficulty.
media
And I
lately
recognize
where
that
everybody
games aren't
wants to
This is
necessarily
going to keep
easy
happening more and more after From Software. Go play Animal Crossing or something. Fair and rewarding.
Shut up.
Hello everybody, so for another video, and I don't know if you guys have heard, but there has been some discourse going around about From Software. I know, it's crazy, right? This has never happened before. For those of you who don't compulsively check Twitter every 5 seconds, there's been a lot of debate about whether Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice, needs an easy mode, which then expanded into a debate about whether every game needs an easy mode. I think it started from this article because everyone on Twitter was clowning on it because, and say it with me now, game journalists are bad at games. Seen plenty of arguments from both sides, from like the, oh, I don't have enough time to play video games, all the way to just get good, scrub, you fucking noob. In this video, I'm going to be going over 2 different types of ideas, I guess, or factors that come into play. The player needs and the developer intentions. Let's start with the players, just because, you know, we're all gamer boys and gamer girls over here, you know, we're just doing our thing. Although, I'm going to split the gamer people into 2 different categories, and this first one are the people who enjoy games like Sekiro, Cuphead, Dark Souls, that sort of game. And I'm going to call these guys the pain junkies. They love just playing a game and getting your ass beat over and over again on the same part until you slowly get better. Over the years, this group of pain junkies has kind of gotten a lot bigger due to, you know, From Software and these other really hard games getting more popular, like with, for instance, Cuphead and Dark Souls and fucking Bloodborne. And it's gotten so popular that it's gotten to what I like to call the relaxed gamers. These relaxed players are more into like the other aspects of games, you know, stuff like visuals, writing, music, story, that sort of thing. And before I go any further, I just want to say, neither of these are like the wrong group or like a bad group. You can play games however you want. If you enjoy fucking Puyo Puyo Tetris because of the story mode, or you like Dark Souls because it has this really creepy vibe, you do you just do whatever you want. Or if you enjoy Kirby because it's an easy game, that's up to you. You know, just like whatever you like. I'm not gonna hate on you for it. Anyways, with the Soulsborne type of games getting more popular, you get these relaxed players seeing it and going, wow, spooky polygons, I gotta try that game out. So all these poor souls go try Dark Souls, and it takes a toll on their mental state. So when these relaxed players are talking about how, you know, this game's really fucking hard and, you know, it's a little bit challenging for me, that's when the neckbeards come out. Hear their cries of get good. For a while, anyone who said, yeah, you know, Dark Souls is kind of hard, was met with immediate backlash from people who like think they're the gods of video games or something and that they're like the best at everything. With the release of Sekiro, the argument has shifted away from just, hey, this game's hard, and then immediately being replied with get good. It's now become a thing of accessibility and how Sekiro, a lot of people want to play it, but they can't because it's so difficult. People have been having a lot of different ideas on how to make the game more accessible, like just adding a straight up easy mode that makes like enemies easier to defeat, or giving it a bunch of different options like Celeste, apparently, I don't know. But apparently in Celeste you can like change options of the game to make certain aspects of it easier, which is a weird idea, but hey, people think that could work for Sekiro. And there's been a bunch of other ideas, but I'm not going to go over those because those were like the kind of like the 2 big ones that I've seen. But the reason why people need an easy mode has kind of stayed the same throughout. They can't sink a bunch of hours into a game. They want the game to be more accessible. Or they just don't really care about the gameplay and want to just experience the story. However, there's something that a lot of people seem to be forgetting in these easy mode arguments. And of course, that is the developer intentions. First off, story and cutscenes are kind of the payoff for playing the game. Story reveals and stuff like that don't really have as much impact if you don't work for it. Then it becomes less of a game and more of a movie, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, cinematic games are pretty fun, But I don't think that's what Dark Souls wants to be. Also, I don't think From Software just accidentally made this brutally hard game and then made a bunch of sequels that were also brutally hard. They did it on purpose. They want you to die over and over again. They want you to get frustrated by these bosses and the annoying traps they set up. Because that frustration turns into like willpower, and then suddenly you have even more drive to avoid those traps, defeat those bosses, whatever the case may be. From Software makes games that test your perseverance, and that's kind of always been their intention. This reminds me of another popular game that tests your determination. Undertale. Determination's kind of like the main theme of Undertale. The only difference is that Undertale continues to egg you on and make you want to keep going and tell you that it's not over and you can still give it a shot. Whereas Soulsborne games just kind of piss on your grave and tell you that yeah, that. This is the part where I throw my opinion in. Yahoo! So considering the feelings of the pain junkies and the relaxed players and the developer intentions, I gotta say, I don't think these games need an easy mode. The developers tailor the game for a specific experience, and that is the ideal experience they believe that all players should go through. When you add in these options to change the gameplay or the difficulty, it alters that experience. Suddenly the final boss doesn't become this great triumph because you've struggled so hard throughout the rest of the game. It becomes, well, that was it. Also, I feel like people just need to persevere a little bit more. I know this kind of sounds like a get good argument, but genuinely, I feel like it feels so much better to struggle through a part in a game and then learn how to deal with it and then eventually succeed. Succeeding up front with no difficulty isn't really as satisfying. Some of my favorite moments while playing a game, and I'm sure other people's favorite moments in their games, is overcoming some part that they've had a lot of difficulty with and then finally learning and using their knowledge to overcome that part. If you're saying you don't have enough time or you just want to experience the story, I implore you just to give it a shot. It really sucks when someone says that this game is too hard or something, when in reality, it just has a bit of a learning curve. My sister hated Puyo Puyo Tetris when we first started playing it. She didn't understand it at all and was really, really bad. But we kept playing it, and she kept learning more, and now she kicks my ass at it. Obviously the learning curve for Tetris and Sekiro are very different, but you both start at the same place. You both start knowing nothing. And my last point is this, and it sounds a little bit harsh, but not all games are made for you. Not all games are made for me. I don't really like sports games. They all look the same, I don't really have fun playing them, and I don't want to put in the time to try and master like FIFA or something. However, I'm not going to start a petition to try and add Sonic into FIFA because I think I would enjoy the game more if there were Sonic characters. Similarly, if you don't enjoy a game with a high difficulty curve and one that requires really fast reflexes, and you aren't willing to put in the time to mastering and learning the game's different mechanics, then maybe it's just not a game for you. That's gonna do it for this video. Let me know what you guys thought about this in the comments. I spent quite a bit of time yesterday writing this script and trying to perfect it and make my arguments as clear and concise as possible. I hope you guys enjoyed. I want to do more stuff like this in the future. I've done videos like this in the past on other topics. I feel like this one's the most... It's not necessarily controversial or anything. We're still all talking about video games, so who fucking cares? I mean, we're all nerds. But in terms of like a hot button topic, this is the most hot button I've done. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I'll see you all later. Peace.